I hurt my back really badly in Munich at Beer Festival and fell off a bench, and they wouldn't treat me in London. And then I came back to New Zealand about a year later, and the doctor, I was having so many back issues, and the doctor said they didn't treat you properly over there. I've since had 2 MRIs. They wanted to cut into my back, right through my stomach muscles and everything, and put a metal cage into my back for my L5S1 joint. I'm not only dealing with that, with the disc issues, or vertebra, and I've also got a fused sacrum on one side, which then makes it more rigid. Um, and also, there's a little bit of, oh, my sister's got it. I've forgotten what it's called, but it's something, it's a back thing in our family. And my mother had it, I found out historically, my mother had an operation for it when she was a baby. So I've got all of this going on, and I've gotten to the point where I could no longer, I was going to lose jobs. I was taking days off. There were days I would had to drag myself out of bed because I was in so much pain. Eventually, the doctor realized that like this was affecting everything in my life. I couldn't do anything. I was physically unable to do anything. So anyway, I ended up, I'm on tramadol twice a day. I have been for over 10 years now. Um, I've tried every, like I said, powder, pill. I've tried all the gizmos. I've tried every single back stretching thing. I've even got I had an inverse table to turn me upside down. I've spent thousands, and this was this was like, okay, we'll see, because after you've tried like 35 things, you're in a skeptic. Is like, well, nothing else has worked. But I saw what you were saying, Deb. I couldn't, like, the testimonials was what blew me away. I was like, if that guy had back pain and he was up walking around, I just imagine what it could do if this works. I was hoping to be a one patch wonder because I saw the testimonies and thought, oh yay, if I put this patch on, I'll be awesome in like 2 days. But unfortunately not, because now I know what I know now. I've learned more about the product and that it takes time. I mean, a 15-year injury doesn't just heal itself in 5 seconds. So after week 2, I started to realize that I was having less pain. Um, and actually about 2 weeks ago, I started to realize that I had forgotten to take my tramadol a couple of times. And the actual time that I realized I needed it was because I think it was my body having withdrawals from the medication, not actual pain itself. I am now about to contact my doctor next week and talk about taking down my tramadol levels and weaning me off because I've had no pain for 2 weeks. And I was in tears last week because I couldn't remember the last time I've ever felt like this. I can sit, or when I drive, I can feel pain. Like whenever I check into my body, it's become such a natural thing for me to be in pain now that I have to check in with myself, and I can always feel the pain. I can sit, I can stand, I can sleep. I can't, I don't know what else to say. It's a miracle. It literally feels like a miracle. It's changing my life. I did 5 wheelbarrows of wood last night, and I woke up without any, like nothing. Like 5 months ago, I would have been crippled for a couple of days, like not being able to move. My friend, when I went to move 2 weeks ago, she made me realize how far I'd come. She said to me at 7:30 at night, after I've been moving for 2 days straight, non-stop, 6 in the morning all the way through the day for 2 days, she said, I can't believe how chipper you are. And you're just completely fine, because at Christmas time, you couldn't even pitch a tent. You could barely move. And here you are. And she said, what are you doing? And I said, you're not going to believe it. It's these patches. So she's on board. And so is my other friend. And my other friend is also, she had a week on them and her neck pain has gone. So I've been in tears. 2 nights ago, my hairdresser told me, she said, I don't know, can you scooch down? And I said, what do you mean? She said, oh, you're really tall tonight. What's going on? I can't reach the top of your head for your foils. And I said, oh, because I'm sitting differently because my back's all fine. And she said, oh, that's okay, because I've just been checking the chair and myself for the last 2 minutes trying to figure out what's going on. Why I can't reach your head suddenly? Um, yeah. So, and then I told her about the patches, and she's already going, oh, my mum, myself, oh, this lady, this, and that's the cool thing about this is that it's not about, for me, that's not the business, it's helping people. I have a, I'm talking to clients about it. This client came in today and he's having a hip operation, and I told him, and he was like, I totally believe in frequency and light, wave, and he said, I want to know about this. Send me the information. That's all you have to do is share. And some people will pick it up and put it down. But I think that there's people out there who are picking it up and they'll just pick it up and put it down several times. And then eventually they're going to realize, I need this. I need this in my life, because everything builds up. There's so many other things I could talk about, but I know we don't have all night.